So in making my comments, first of all, I'd like to pick up the phrase, the geopolitical landscape. Actually, do you have a formed one? If we have, is it a clearer one? In present day's world, the national, regional, and global geopolitical landscape is so complexly and intricately overlapping and also mutually inclusive, so it's better to look at it as a related geopolitical landscape. I think this conceptual shift will enable us to look into the security dynamics more precisely. When we talk about geopolitics, I think in present day's world, politics is getting prominence over the geography, especially in South Asian regions. So that is the point I want to bring into light. If the pursuit of happiness, peace, and freedom is the ultimate goal of life, then it is quite imperative to understand that the peace and freedom, they breed in a safe and security environment only. So here comes the importance of national security. As told by the esteemed panelists, the national security nowadays encompasses a wide range of issues. It does not only mean the military defense, intelligence gathering, or cyber warfare. It also means economic security, political security, environmental security. It also relates to public safety. It also relates to securing the critical infrastructure, so and so forth. If you look at today's world, what we can see that the world is beset with conflicts. As of today, according to the ICRC, there are 120 conflicts in and around the world. I prefer to term them as conflicts. So mention what they is Russia-Ukraine conflict, then Hamas-Israel conflict, Iran-Israel conflict, even Houthi-Israel conflict, Thailand-Cambodia conflict, Pakistan-Afghanistan conflict, Pakistan-India conflict, so and so forth. So what do we really call them? Do we call them war? That is my question. I'd ask this question to all, wherever I go. The answer is between yes and no. Because there is no formal declaration of war. At the same time, as the Western military experts, they are talking about fifth generation, sixth generation warfare. Eventually, we are in war always. Because the information line of operation is always on. So I would like to term them as conflicts, but functionally some of them are war, of course. And these conflicts are tremendously influenced by information and the space technologies that we need to understand. Majority of these conflicts are also fought by the state and non-state actors. And misinformation, disinformation, information, as propounded by some of the speakers, are the important features of these conflicts. Now let's come gradually. If we see the strategic competition among the great powers in the Indo-Pacific region and in the Indian Ocean region as well, and in South Asia also. And when there is a strategic competition like this, Bangladesh is not immune to the challenges of this competition. Now, with China establishing a geopolitical centrality in Asia, trying to voice its presence at regional and global stage. On the other side, United States and its alliance are also making maneuvers through Indo-Pacific endeavors, then Indo-Pacific strategy. So there is a policy of containment everywhere. The problem is where we are going to join. At this point of time, as I highlighted, we are trying to be an observer, and then in future, maybe based on the policy of our convenience, we try to bring more clarity as to how to interact with the China bloc, China influence bloc. I just refer to the example of my just recent visits in the Chief of Defense Conference. I saw there are representatives from 30 countries, and when I went to Beijing, I see China could manage representatives from over 100 countries. So that is how this competition is going on. I'd also like to bring a point about the role of ASEAN. I find ASEAN little unwilling to engage in South Asian affairs, especially relating to Bangladesh's problem and the ineffectiveness of the SARC, the BIMTES, IWARE, not being able to produce any viable and meaningful output relating to Bangladesh. These are the disheartening factors for us. So we have to navigate these challenges with prudence and vision and balance our national interest as told by the moderator while contributing to the regional peace. I want to bring into your notice another important development, that is the emerging technologies. In the recent conflicts, as I said, we see that the use of drone technologies, then also the low-cost technologies. We have also seen the use of civilian equipment integrated into the war. We have seen tremendous use of information warfare, the cyber warfare, use of private enterprises in the war, like Starlinks, use of private defense contractors. So these are new dimensions of the conflict, which is going to affect us in the future. Why I'm mentioning this? Because these developments are going to shape up our strategic thinking in the days to come, and while formulating and dealing with our national security strategy. In the process, we have also seen the smaller and weak forces, how they hold their ground against the superior forces. In Gaza conflict, we have seen, and use of drone technology we have seen in Azerbaijan and in Armenia conflict. So there are lessons to take from there. These are not abstract lessons. These are related with our strategic thinking and preparation. And as I told, misinformation, information, disinformation are the features of today's conflict. But to guard against those, as was asked by some of the attendees, how can I really confront this misinformation and disinformation? So it requires tremendous development of technology, including the space technologies, in which we should embark upon. Now let's come to Bangladesh. Now you all know that Bangladesh is located between South Asia and Southeast Asia. This is a country also surrounded by the countries of different faith. So that is also important matter. We have tough neighborhoods, both the big and the small ones, with whom we have to deal in the days to come on equal footing. Many times, many of the security analysts or geopolitical analysts, they say that our location is strategically very important, but this location can quickly transform from being an asset to a liability if we cannot navigate through this landscape based on our national interest and prudence. Now, about our neighbor India and Pakistan, we have seen how two nuclear armed states can quickly engage into conflict. We have seen the role of indigenous industries. We have also seen a little bit about the competition between Western technology and Chinese technology. We have also seen the use of non-military pacts to create pressure on the opponent. So these are significant development, I think, related to our national security imperatives in the days to come. Now, Myanmar. I think Myanmar has posed the greatest problem for us since our independence. And as I told, that the situation is getting complicated day by day, while our objectives solely remains to send them back, but the development inside Myanmar, I think their internal conflict is going in the middle of nowhere. It's not going anywhere. Recent development by the Arakan army, where they are in control of most of Arakan. They're also patronizing, they're living on drug money, you know. It has increased drug trafficking, arms smuggling. They're also abducting our fishermen from the southeastern side, threatening our maritime security, and affecting the lives of the coastal people. The proceedings by ARSA and RS is not also like by Arakan, and the reduction of aid has also complicated the situation further.